Let's talk about business credit. Are you a small business owner, an entrepreneur, a 1099 employee, a contractor, thinking about starting a business, or do you already have a business and you just now discovered business credit? If that is you, this video is going to be for you. This video is going to be for beginners. It's going to be beginner friendly. It's going to let you know exactly what you need in order to get your business set up correctly so that you do not get denied for business lines of credit and instead you get approved. So if you're looking for more information on how to get your business set up for business lines of credit so that you can expand and grow your business, this video is for you. I'm going to be giving you all the gems from the very beginning, step by step, on what you need to do in order to get your business set up properly to start getting approved for these accounts. So let's go. Okay, the very first thing we need to do, you guys, is get a professional business address. If you do not have a brick and mortar location, you're gonna need a virtual address. Using a PO box or a box from UPS or your personal home address is not going to be efficient, and it's not going to work, and it can cause you to get denied for lines of credit in your business name. So the first thing you need to do is get you a virtual address if you do not have a brick and mortar location. Do not use a PO box, and if possible, stay away from the UPS boxes because they do show up as PO boxes as well. Now, if you do not get your professional address first, what will happen is you will get denied for things, and you will have to go back and update your address with your EIN number and with your state. And I know with my state, there was a fee in order to update my address. It's a fee to update my registered agent or to change anything. So when you get ready to, or when you have to make changes to an LLC that you've already created, there can be a fee associated with that depending on your state. So the first thing you want to do, you want to get it set up right the first time. Go ahead and have your virtual address. No PO boxes and no UPS. I promise you, it will get you denied. You're not going to want to use your home address because whatever address that you do use or whatever address is associated with your business, that will be the address that is out there, as they say. And I say that because with your business, you're going to need to build web presence. Your business is going to need to be able to be found online. And when that happens, your address is also going to be out there. And you don't want your home address tied to all of that because you don't want your home address out in the public. For example, when you get your business set up, you will need a My Google account. When you start setting up your My Google account, you're not going to want your home address there. You're going to want a virtual address there. So getting a virtual address helps in more ways than one. It also helps to protect your personal home address and your personal information. Now that you have your professional address, now it's time to head on over to your state's website and get incorporated. Whether you want an LLC, a partnership, or to incorporate it as an S Corp or a C Corp, that's going to be a personal decision based upon your business and the income that your business is bringing in. So I'm not going to discuss that. Just know that you need to be incorporated with your state, whether that's an LLC, partnership, S Corp, or C Corp. Being a sole proprietorship, that's not going to fly. Your business is going to need to be properly set up. Get properly set up with your state. Then I want you to head on over to the IRS's website to get your EIN number. Once you get your EIN number, then you can go to the bank and open up your business checking account and savings account because you're going to need that as well. So those are the first four things that you need. You need your professional address. You need to be incorporated with your state. You also need your EIN number. Once you get your EIN number and you're incorporated with the state, you can take that paperwork to the bank of your choosing and get you a business bank account. Now, after you set that up, then I want you to head on over to Dun & Bradstreet's website. That's going to be your DNB. I want you to register for that number. They have a paid number and they have a free number. I suggest getting your free number and waiting your 30 days to get your Dun & Bradstreet number. Now, they will call you and try to sell you something if you want to get set up with them. Again, that's going to be a personal decision. I'm not going to speak on whether you should do that or not, but I did not. I just got my Dun & Bradstreet number from them. Now, after you get that Dun & Bradstreet number, I want you to head on over to nav.com. That's going to be NAV.com. When you get to nav.com, Nav will allow you to see your business credit scores. And they also give you 2 of your personal credit scores. But not only does Nav supply you with your business credit scores, Nav was actually my first business account and my first business trade line to report to my business credit. So with Nav, you can sign up to pay for their services. And it's kind of like with your personal credit when you pay to get access to your credit scores, except with Nav, when you pay to get access to your business credit scores, they will report a business trade line to your business credit accounts. So that is very helpful to get started. That can be your very first account is nav.com. Okay, so we've gotten our professional address. We've gotten our LLC. We've gotten our EIN. We've gotten our Dun & Bradstreet. We've gotten our bank account. And we set up our NAV account. Now, there are a couple of things that I did miss. Because before, well, it's going to be, I guess it's kind of a personal decision. But I also say, go ahead and get your URL and your professional email address. You're not going to be able to use Gmail, iCloud, Yahoo, or any of those. It's going to need to be like info@mybusinessname.com. You got to have a professional email address. Some people still try to use the Gmail because they think it's not important, but think about it like this. When you get ready to set up a business account, you know they always ask you for your basic information, and your email address is one of them. So when you put in your email address in there, you don't want to put in a Gmail business address. You want to be able to put in your professional business address, because what business does not have a professional business address? If you want business funding or business credit, you want to expand your business, you're going to need to be a real business. You're going to have to appear as a real business. You're going to have to be set up like a real business. You're going to need everything that a real business would have. Brick and mortar address or virtual address. You're going to need a website. You're going to need a URL. You're going to need a professional email address and a professional phone number as well, you guys. You can't just be using your cell phone number. You can get a virtual phone number where you can get your calls forwarded to your cell phone so that you can answer them on the go. But you will need a professional phone number, and you can get a 1-800 number or a local number, either or. But you will need a professional business number as well. You're going to have to invest in those things. That address, if you don't have a brick and mortar, that phone number, your website, your URL, your professional email address, and a professional phone number. All of that is needed. When you're applying for business accounts, what if they want to go and check your website to make sure that you're a real business? You're going to need that information in there. I've been in Sam's and I've applied for their credit card, and upon their verification or doing their verification process, they called my business number and they wanted to make sure that it wasn't a cell phone number, and the calls were forwarded to my phone, but they do check that. So you want to make sure you are set up like a complete business, you guys. Now, once you get all of that, you need your address. Get that first. You get your LLC, your EIN number, your bank account. Go ahead, try to set up and get your DNB number and your NAV account. But you're also going to need, if you don't have it, a website, a professional URL, which is a website address, a professional email address, no Gmail, no iCloud, no Yahoo, professional email address that's tied to your URL. And you can get both of those at the same time. You're also going to need a professional phone number, you guys. You're going to need all of that. You can't skip any of that. Those are minor things that any real business has. If you do not have that, you may not be able to get access to those big lines of business credit or the big business funding that you're looking for. You have to have your business properly set up first. And that starts from the basics. That address, your website, your URL, your professional email address, your phone number. You're going to need all of that, you guys. Okay. Now, once we get that set up, we get our DNB set up. We get the DNB number. We get our NAV set up. We start paying for that. And they start posting to our business credit. Now, it's time to start getting your net 30 accounts. Now, some people don't want to get net 30 accounts. That's fine. You don't have to. If your business is bringing in, I'll say $5,000 or more monthly in income, or you have a credit score of 680 or more, you can move on into getting accounts or credit cards or business lines of credit where you can actually personal guarantee or PG. And that just means your personal credit is ran and attached to the account. That means if you're getting approved for the business account because you have exceptional personal credit, that also means that if you do not pay that account, it will show on your personal credit because your personal credit was used as a determination in order to approve you for that account. So if you PG an account and you don't pay it, it will show on your personal credit. Can you get business accounts or can you get business credit in your name without PGing? Yes, you can, but you're going to need at least $5,000 worth of income coming in every month. You can't just start building business credit and you don't have any income, coming in, or saying you have a business but you don't have any proof. So you're going to need one of the two. You're going to need $5,000 or more monthly coming in, or you're going to need a 680 credit score or better not to have to start at your net 30s unless you do have some money set aside that you can use for deposits. Because say, for example, if you're starting out your business credit and say you have a trucking company and you need fuel cards, you can start off with your fuel man. You can start off with your A to B. You can start off with Shell. But with Shell, sometimes they will ask you for a deposit. But if you got $300 to $500 put away in your business name that you can use to invest in your business to start growing your business credit, I would get a Shell card and put that $500 down as a deposit because it's only temporary. After 6 months, you will get your deposit back. That account will go from a secure account to an unsecured account. And guess what else? Your credit limit will probably be increased. So just having some money aside or starting with a secure credit card, that can help you as well. But you will need 2 to 3 accounts reporting on each business credit bureau in order to generate credit scores. And with your business scores, with your Dun & Bradstreet and your Experian, they go from 0 to 100. Your Equifax is going to be different. Once you've gotten your business set up properly with your state, you've gotten your EIN number, your bank account, your Dun & Bradstreet number, your NAV account, now it's going to be time to start getting those net 30 accounts. If you don't have that $5,000 worth of income coming in every month or a 680 credit score, you're going to have to start with what they call net 30 accounts. A net 30 account means that your bill will be due in 30 days. But those are the accounts that you have to start with, the smaller accounts. Just like with your personal credit. If you can remember starting out, you had to start with some of the subprime personal credit cards just to start building your credit. It's going to be the same thing with your business credit. You're going to have to start out with some accounts that you may not want but may be necessary just in order to get you to generate business credit scores and start building your business credit. Now, like I said earlier, you can start with those secure credit cards. You can start with your bank. Wells Fargo offers a secure business credit card, or you can start with the secure gas credit cards. But if you do not have a 680 or better credit score, or if your business is not generating $5,000 or more monthly, you're going to have to start with those smaller net 30 accounts. Those are going to be accounts like your Uline, your Granger, your Quill. There are also different accounts out there. You just have to find them. There are more accounts out there that can be more geared or better geared towards your business, where they offer things that you can actually use towards your business. Because with a lot of those accounts, yes, they are going to be showing you things, or they do have things that you're not going to need or that you're not going to want. But the goal is just to get an account and start building your business credit. Like I said, just like it is with your personal credit, you have to start from somewhere. Now, after you get 2 to 3 of those net 30 accounts reporting on your Dun & Bradstreet and your Experian account, that's when you can move on to your auto loans with the Alley, with Ford, with Mercedes, and the different places, and BMW, and the different places like that. But you do have to have some business credit scores generated. Now, in order to get the auto loan in your name, as long as you have the correct scores and you go to one of those places where they use Alley, or it's Ford, Mercedes, or BMW, where their fleet manager knows, more about the business credit and getting the auto loan in your name, you can get an auto loan in your name without providing any documentation or showing any income towards your business. But you will need a score of 80 or better for your Dun & Bradstreet and your Experian. Now, once you do generate those scores, that's also when you can go to Sam's Club and you can get approved for their store card and or their MasterCard. Now, Sam's MasterCard is the only credit card that I know of that you do not have to PG, which is personal guarantee. You can just solely get that credit card based on your business credit profile. Now, when it comes to other credit cards, business credit cards such as your American Express, your Capital on Tap, your Capital One, your Wells Fargo, any other business credit cards that are in your business name, most likely you will have to PG. They will look at your personal credit to see if you can get approved for those accounts. So you're going to also need to be working on your personal credit if you're going to want to get other funding, because after so long or after so far, your personal credit is going to come into play, and you will need a 680 or better. You're going to need a decent credit score. Now, you can start, like if your credit isn't where it needs to be, you can start while you're building your business credit. You can be working on your personal credit as well. And if you don't know what to do with your personal credit, I'm going to pin a video right here. You can go check out my video on how to increase your credit scores 200 points or more very, very fast, because that is not hard either, you guys. I hope this video provided some helpful information to you. I hope that you're able to use this to get your business set up correctly. If you have any questions on how to get your business properly set up, please do not hesitate to comment down below. If you need more information on a particular part of the process, let me know down below, and I will make another video on that topic for you. Thank you guys for joining me. It was nice. I enjoyed it. Until next time.